Welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of middleweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Sweet Pea's almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him. Hayes is so alert right now. I mean, look at his focus as he makes that walk that so many fighters dread. But he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. How is this strategy of employing the jab time and time again going to pay off for him?
Well, it's going to be kind of like, you know, when you put your kids to sleep, you know? You get a little peace and quiet. He's going to be left alone. He's not going to be bothered. He's not going to have a headache if he uses his jab.
Halfway through this round here. Good block by Sweet Pea. He just missed that shot up top. Teddy, if there's one single thing you'd want for the outside fighter, a guy who likes to box on the outside against this unorthodox fighter, what would it be?
That's a good question, Joe. And the first thing is recognize that the reason he's unorthodox is he makes mistakes. Really, that's just a nice way of saying he don't know how to fight in certain ways, you know.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Nice strike after catching one by Sweet Pea. Good defense, just covering up down low. That right hand over the top lands flush. Halfway through this round. That was not well targeted by Sweet Pea.
Stay away from those.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Hayes is left, landing well. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. And round number three is underway.
Come on now.
There's that overhand right. Good smooth work by Sweet Pea. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good block by Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Count down the final moments of this round. Blocks that belt line well. Now start around number four, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard and get his insight. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Double up your punches.
90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Keep it going.
Flush right hand to the head. Snapping hook by Hayes. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Unable to score with the hook. 10 clicks of the talk. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
A shooting right hand by Hayes. What a sharp, piercing hook by Hayes. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. Hayes is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Here we are, the start of another round, and if everything goes according to the way the first half of this fight went, he's going to be coasting in for an easy win.
Well, if his opponent goes along with it, he definitely will, but maybe he'll change the script a little, flip the script a bit.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Hayes is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old-time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
More and more punishment is being doled out. Hayes' face is absorbing, and it's not holding up well.
It looks like it's sunset right here on his evening.
Parries that punch intended for the head. A crushing two-punch combo by Hayes.
Relax, relax. Uppercut.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. Here we are, round number 8. Good fight so far. Very close, competitive fights. Good back and forth action. What could be the difference maker at this point, Teddy?
Well, who wants to beat Christopher Columbus? Yeah, that's what it's about right now. Search out, go into those areas you haven't gone yet, you know? And don't worry about the earth being flat. Don't think you're going to fall off. Just keep going. Find more ocean.
Hayes has got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
Still not moving enough. Move.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way.
Circle
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. How about that hook by Hayes?
Pace yourself.
Halfway through the 9th round. Sweet Pea's able to land a nice clean left hand. Not an accurate hook at all.
Focus.
Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Seemingly in control. This has been a real good one tonight, and now it comes down to this, the final round. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Stay on the outside. Left and right, left and right.
Halfway through this 10th and final round. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs.
Finish with the hook.
Sweet Pea's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling
Pace
away.
yourself.
Hayes' punch didn't come close. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Final bell of what is going to be a very tough fight to score.
I mean, you could make a case in every round for both guys. That is all you need to know how difficult this decision will be.
Sweet Pea's your winner by unanimous decision, Teddy.
Well, the question from the beginning was, could he get inside and make it his kind of fight? He did.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.